Hello and welcome to the Host Value tutorial on how to create a new page. After logging into your website and being greeted by the dashboard, we will use our mouse to find the section titled Pages, and we will select Add New. This will now take us to a new page where we are able to create a new page. Firstly, we will add a title of the page. For this tutorial purposes, I will title the page Demo. Scrolling down, we will now edit the Yoast SEO section. What the SEO section is search engine optimization. Basically, this is what Google will use to pick up your results within its search findings. Next, we will add demo as a focus keyword. Scrolling down, we're able to edit the snippet. I will now add a meta description, and I will explain what I have done after I have added it in. As you can see, I have now entered a meta description, and you might have read what I was typing. While I was typing, you could see the bar below, this green one, increase and change from orange to green. Orange indicates there is not enough in the meta description, green indicates it is acceptable, and red indicates that it is too much and some needs to be removed. Now that we are happy with the snippet, we will select Close Snippet. Scrolling back up to the top of the page, we have the option to change the page attributes. Please note that we need to change the default template to Elementor full width, as we will be using Elementor to create the page. Next, we will scroll down to the featured image. Sorry, I missed that step. We will then select Set Featured Image. The featured image is the image that will be displayed when the search results are found within Google. For the time being, we will find the logo and we will add that as the featured image. I've selected the image, as you can see, with the blue border, as well as a preview at the top right. Once I'm happy, I will select Set Featured Image, and it has now added the image. I can scroll up and down once to make sure I've done everything, and now I will hit Publish. This will now create the page, but it has created a normal page and not one that we can edit using Elementor. Once a page has finished loading, we will then use our mouse to select the button titled Edit with Elementor. This will now take us back to the same page as before, where we edited the home page and so forth. As you can see, it is loaded and it has brought in my header and my footer, but it is still a blank page. Next, we have the option to add a template. By selecting Add Template, we can browse through the library and choose a template that we desire. For this tutorial purposes, I will just insert the very first one. As you can see, there is a slight error there, and I will need to check out on this. So we will skip the templates for now. We are now able to add a new section to the website. We can do this by clicking the plus, which will allow us to choose the structure, 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, and so forth. Or we are able to use the bar on the left-hand side to find the widget we are looking for, and we can simply drag it across into the section. As you can see, it has created the section with 1 column with the heading widget. Clicking on the Edit Widget, we're able to change the title. We will now change this to Demo Page. As you can see, it is the wrong color, not the correct size, and is sitting to the left. To change this, we will choose the alignment to go to center. We will go to the Style tab. We will choose the text color, which we will choose a black. We will also increase the size by selecting the size option in the typography settings. Next, I will show you how to add a new widget underneath this. We will now select the 9 squares at the top right of the bar, and it will bring us back to all the available widgets. Next, we will choose Gallery, and we will slide it. As you can see, it will now place the gallery above the title demo page. Moving the cursor down, I will now place the gallery below the demo page title. Next, we will select Edit Gallery, and on the left hand side we have a couple of options. We can choose to show single or multiple, as in a gallery, or as in just a single image gallery. Next, we can add images by selecting the little plus icon. Here we'll open up our media file, and we will simply select all the images we wish to add into the gallery. Once we are happy, you can see we have 20 items selected. We can either clear or we can create a new gallery. As you can see, it has taken us to another section. Here we are able to drag and drop the images to rearrange them to the order we wish. Once we are happy, we will select Insert Gallery. As you can see, it is busy loading. If the page loads like this, do not worry, it just takes a few moments for it to show. As you can see, we have created a nice looking gallery, and at the moment we have got it set to order by default. We can change this by selecting default, and we can select random. This will randomize the photos each time the page is loaded. Next, we can choose the layout of the gallery. At the moment, I would suggest doing grid as it is the neatest option. We can also change the number of columns from 4 down to 3. As you can see, we now have 3 columns. 4 fit nicely, so we will keep it at 4. Next is the spacing. As you can see, by increasing the drag and drop feature, it will increase the spacing between the images. I will now select back to 10, as that is fitting nicely. Next, I will choose the link. The link must go to the media file. And the aspect ratio we do not need to worry about. Lastly in this section is the image size. As you can see, we have selected it as medium, but we will change it to thumbnail to show you the difference. As you can see, the images have now become a little bit more blurry, as they are showing a thumbnail size of that image. Changing that to full should give us the clearest images while keeping the actual size. As you can see now, the images have loaded and they are a lot clearer. Lastly, we will select the overlay. Here we are able to add an actual overlay to the background, which we will not be doing now. Next, in the style section, we are able to add an image to the gallery, the background of the gallery, and so forth, as well as adding an overlay, and so forth. Lastly, in the Advanced tab, we have the options to fiddle with the margin and the padding. Next, we will add one more widget. As you can see, we would now like to add something a little bit different. Again, you can use the bar on the left, and you can scroll through all the available widgets. Next, we will actually do a review. Finding the Review tab, we can select and drag it and add it underneath. As you can see, it has now added the Review tab. Here we are able to change the items, the name, the title, icons, and so forth. Here is the actual review, and we can change that to whatever we wish. As you can see, it has changed there for Jane Doe. Let's undo that and keep it as the dummy text for the time being. Lastly, once we are happy with the new page, we will scroll up again and ensure that everything is correct. As you can see, I'm happy with the page, and I will now select Update. This will now update the page from the blank we started with to all the widgets we have just added. Once the page has been saved, we can select the 3 bars on the left, and we can right click on View Page, and we can open the link in a new tab. This will allow us to see what the demo page looks like on the front end of the page. As you can see, it does need a second to load the images, as we have 20 selected. And we're also able to see the reviews below.